I'm Glenn McGuinness, and this is Outburst. On the program, are you interested in the coronation of King Charles III?
I will probably watch.
We probably will. We probably will, yeah.
Interested, but I don't know if I'll be watching.
I have some interest in it, more for the spectacle, I guess.
I love other members of the family, but I have no interest in King Charles.
He's the same age as me, so he's waited all his life for this.
But first, before the pandemic hit, it was not mandatory to wear a mask in most areas, in hospitals and clinics. It also wasn't that long ago that we were required to wear masks pretty much everywhere we went. Well, fast forward to now. Most people have lost the masks, but what about those healthcare spaces? The province of Saskatchewan is putting an end to mandatory masking rules in government-run healthcare facilities, and many think it will put the most vulnerable at risk. But the Saskatchewan government says they came to the decision after consultations with doctors. So we took to the streets in Saskatchewan and across the country to find out what people think of this. Our question: do you agree with the Saskatchewan government's decision to lift mask and physical distancing mandates at health authority facilities?
Absolutely.
Why?
Well, it's time. I mean, obviously the hospitals need to be able to make their own decisions, and the health authority needs to make their own decisions as to how best serve people that are there. And if they feel that it's no longer necessary, then who am I to judge?
I feel like I hope the health district is doing what's best for all, and I hope that people will still feel free to choose what they feel most comfortable with.
I don't necessarily like it. I think probably if you're going to keep it anywhere, hospitals would be the best place to do it. There's a lot of sick people in there and a lot of opportunity for airborne problems to spread from there. So I probably would rather have it in hospitals. It's not that much of a hardship to wear a mask in a hospital.
Not in hospitals, no, because if you're sick, then you're going to spread it to other people.
I think it's on the discretion of the person wearing the mask. I mean, people know what works for them, what doesn't work for them, and there's some good information and there's some bad information. So that's about the most intelligent answer I think I can give you.
No, it seems like wearing a mask is a fairly simple precaution to take. And it just needs to make sense, and with a lot of compromised people that we would still be masking. I can't see that it's stopping people from visiting their relatives, the fact they have to wear a mask. Must get a little annoying for the healthcare workers, but some of them wear them all the time in the ORs and things. And, it seems like a very bad decision.
I don't agree with it, but it's nice to see people's faces again, make that personal connection, which does help with doctor, nurse, patient care.
I think largely it's okay, but I think it's a little bit too early, especially for people in facilities. I have some relatives in one of these healthcare facilities, so maybe it should have been delayed a little bit. But I can understand the decision. There must be a lot of pressure.
No, I think in hospitals that I would consider that a confined space or a space where there's illness. So in order to protect yourself and the people who are already ill, I would say that in those places, yes, you should have your mask on.
I think there was a backlash when they had to wear masks, but I think they should look at the overall picture. If it's going to stop spreading any bacteria or disease, I think it would be a good idea if they wore a mask.
I mean, I don't think some people might not be feeling comfortable with that yet, so I think it really depends on the spread of it in the hospitals. But I think it's really a personal decision too. I think it's best to keep people safe and make people feel comfortable overall.
Absolutely not. I think it should be still not mandated necessarily, but really we should all be wearing masks still. It's endemic, so if you're inside, you should be wearing a mask.
Well, I would say healthcare settings should still have mask mandates. I still wear one when I go on the bus and it's packed, or in settings where I don't feel comfortable with in close proximity of a bunch of people. Been traumatized over the last few years, so.
At this point, I traveled here, and I noticed there were a lot of things that I thought during the pandemic would become standard practice, disinfecting surfaces after people were there. So I think it would be better if there was a streamlined practice for how people feel and maybe what's the healthiest way. Clearly, wearing a mask is going to keep people less exposed, but there's that argument side where if you don't get a little bit of exposure, how do you build immunity? So there's two pieces to this that are a bit troubling, but how I feel about it, I just found out, so I'm processing it. I'm uncertain right now. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. I mean, everybody wants this to be over, and I'm sorry if I'm dragging this out, but at the same time, there was something to be learned from that whole thing.
I think that's a mistake. I'm a retired physician myself. I think that the threat of various respiratory viruses and so on has certainly been restrained by the use of masks. And when you think about people who are sitting in hospitals, often for long periods of time, with other people beside them, and you have no idea what kinds of illnesses they may be incubating. And you've got a whole lot of other people who are there at the hospital because they've got problems with their own chronic health conditions that make them very precarious. I think it's a very respectful thing to do, to provide people with that modest level of protection, because it is of some protection. I intend to continue to wear a mask when I'm on a plane. I don't care what the rules will be from here on in. That'll be because it's clearly, I think, makes a difference.
No, I still think if we're going to wear a mask, it would be probably the appropriate place to wear them, because I mean, there's so many things carried into hospitals and lurking. So I think we should maintain the mask in healthcare facilities for sure.
No, for the health facilities. So I will wear a mask if I'm in a crowded kind of area, but going into a hospital, there's lots of germs. So I think, yeah, we should.
I guess I do agree with it. I think it still should be a personal choice, of course, but I think to mandate it, I think, yeah, it's probably the right time to get rid of official mandates for things like that.
No, I don't, because the virus is still circulating around and it will be for a while. So no, I don't.
Depending on the circumstances, I guess, with the different, dynamics there. I'd be comfortable with it as long as the outbreak is somewhat contained and under control, moving forward, I guess.
It's now been more than 6 months since the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and immediately following his mother's death, King Charles ascended to the throne, but did not have his official coronation. That event will take place on May 6th, and it will be the first one the world has witnessed in 70 years. In those 7 decades, a lot has changed with the monarchy, and a lot has also changed in terms of attitudes towards them. Here in Canada, some feel we should cut ties with the crown, while others feel we should honor tradition and stick with the royals. So, will this event mean anything to you at all, or will you be keeping it off your radar? Our question.
Are you interested in the coronation of King Charles III? Will you be watching?
No, I will not be watching, and I'm not interested in King Charles. I love the Queen. I love other members of the family, but I have no interest in King Charles.
I will be watching. I'm very interested in it. I mean, I was 3 years old for the last coronation, and the royal family does some good things, and one of the things they do is they know how to put on a spectacle. So yes, I'm very much looking forward to it.
I won't be watching it. It's not one of those things that really interests me. I'm excited that he's being crowned, good for him, but not something I'm gonna watch.
It's the same. Doesn't really affect me one way or another.
Honestly, no, I'm not going to be watching it. I'm not a royalist, but I'm also not anti-monarchy as either.
I won't be. No, I have nothing against them, but I'm not interested. No.
Yep, I always watch the royal family. Yep, watched his wedding with Diana. Get up and watch all the weddings. Yep, Kate. Mm-hmm.
What keeps you interested?
I don't know. It's just the pomp and just the pomp and the pageantry and the ceremonies, and it's just history, right? It's just history.
I will watch 1 minute of it at the end on the national news or whatever, but I would not be spending my whole day watching it. Just enough to catch a picture for maybe 2 minutes, and that'll be it.
I think I may watch tidbits, but I won't be setting the schedule or marking off the date on my calendar.
Probably not.
Not really. I think we're done with the monarchy.
Why do you say that?
Too damn expensive.
It's expensive and they don't hold any office anymore, so what's the point? Right? They used to rule countries, but not anymore. It's just a waste of money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, especially for the Governor General.
Interested, but I don't know if I'll be watching. It's tough to let the Queen go, so it's tough to see him in that position. But it is his role that he has to live with, and we have to live with, unfortunately. So,
I'm not one of those ones who think we should abandon the royal customs. I'm glad to see there's some modernization always happening. But I think as a constitutional monarchy, I fully get our comparisons of government compared to a republic. And I sort of like what we have.
I probably will watch it. It's a once in a lifetime thing, I think. Yeah, he's the same age as me, so he's waited all his life for this.
I might see the highlights, but I'm not going to be up at 5 a.m. Watching it. The monarchy is a whole other question. I don't know, mildly interested, I guess.
Pretty interested because, I mean, this hasn't happened in 70 years. And in my viewpoint, I mean, it is a big day for Britain, but it's also a big day for 15 other countries, Canada included. And I hope that those countries, including Canada, especially Canada, are well represented.
I mean, I come from India. It's a former colony, and I came to Canada in 2021, which still has a very established relationship with the monarchy. It's not something of importance to me. It's the same. It's like every other day. So yeah.
Actually, I'm quite interested because I always liked watching everything to do with the Queen, and since I was a child, my mom always watched all those things, so she kind of got me involved. I know it's a lot of money that's involved with keeping them going, so I don't really agree with that aspect of it, but I'll definitely be watching.
Not very interested. For reasons that I'm just, I don't know, not interested. Nothing personal, Charles. Chuck.
No, that's something that I haven't really thought about, but I'm happy for him and I'm glad he's king, but it doesn't really play a huge part in my life, I guess.
No. When his son gets there, I probably will, but nah.
I will probably be watching. I know, well, my family's from England, my grandmother's from England, and I know my sister's going over to take, to witness it, so that'll be pretty exciting to hear what happens. No, not really. Not since the Queen died. No, I'm not as interested as I used to be. No.
Now it just doesn't seem as important anymore. Actually, I think that we don't really need a king.
Not really. I'm not an avid watcher or follower, but I guess anybody who would be. It's just interesting, but not me personally, no.
Absolutely not. I think the royal family is like nothing really to be making a big deal about as a Canadian personally.
Honestly, no. I feel like the royal family is so removed from Canada and just everyday people that I feel like neither me or a lot of the people I know really honestly care about the coronation too much. It's not really something that's been on my mind. I didn't even know it was happening until you told me, so.
Nope, I have a common theme. I think that the royalty should be gone too because there's so many poor people and they give them money. So yeah, no, I won't be interested.
I have some interest in it, more for the spectacle, I guess, than anything else. Not so much because of the connection to Canada.
When was the first time a reigning British monarch toured Canada? 1867, 1939, or 1952?
1867.
1952.
1939.
I think I'd agree with him.
I'll say 1952.
1867.
1867.
Is it 1939?
1939.
1939.
I want to say 1952.
I say B.
1867, 1939, 1952.
39.
The answer, 1939.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No. guessed it. Thank you. Super, like
Okay.
just a guess.
All right.
Yeah,
that's fine.
that's right. It was a guess.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, good. Thank you.
In 1939, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth became the first reigning monarchs of Canada to visit this country. The first royal tour saw them visit Canada for a month, from May 17th to June 15th, touring every Canadian province and the Dominion of Newfoundland. The trip also included a 4-day stop in the US. As they traveled the country by train, they were greeted by enormous crowds wherever they went, including in America. The trip also helped to strengthen ties between the Dominion of Canada and the Crown on the eve of World War II, and to this day is still considered the most successful royal visit in Canadian history. In the 2023 federal budget, the federal government rebranded the GST tax credit as a grocery rebate, a one-time payment geared to help Canadians tackle higher prices in the grocery aisle. Proponents of the plan say the supplement will help those who need it the most, while critics say it's just a drop in the bucket and will do nothing to address food inflation. So we took to the streets to see what you think about this. Our question: do you think the federal budget's so-called grocery rebate will help to offset food inflation?
Probably temporarily, but I have a feeling since COVID, we're probably never going to go back to prices that were somewhat reasonable anyway. So I have a feeling we're stuck with those increases, unfortunately.
In the short term, more needs to be done for seniors on fixed incomes. But every little bit will help right now. Yeah. So it's a start. That's how I look at it. It's a start.
Everything helps, but I don't think it's significant enough to make any changes in the lives of certainly Newfoundlanders and Labradorians day to day.
Not for me. Middle class is really, I feel it only helps the lower class, yeah, but it certainly won't help me.
It's helpful for maybe a month, but I don't know if it will be a long-term solution. There needs to be mandates around grocery costs and regulation in that industry, I think, more than a rebate.
I don't really. I think just a touch, but I don't. I mean, the cost of food is all year, so I think for a lot of families, it's not really. It will help a one-time thing or for a while, but I don't think it's going to help over time.
Yes, it will. Why? Because any money back is good for the people, however they get it.
The idea of rebates for me is kind of a miss. I feel that we're paying sometimes double and triple ahead of those rebates that are happening. So I'd have to say quickly, no, I don't think it's a viable answer. It's great that something's happening for relief, but the tax on tax situation that we're in, definitely is something that could be, looked at for resolve.
Absolutely not. And I think that it's kind of an insult to be just giving $200 for the price of groceries when they could be subsidizing grocery prices for lower income people just in general to begin with.
I think personally that I guess it's a start. It would probably help a lot of folks, myself included, because I'm a student. So I would probably receive that rebate as well. But honestly, I think it's more of a band-aid solution. Like me personally, I think we really need a universal basic income. And so I think something like that would actually be a longer-term solution to food insecurity. But I think what the grocery rebate, I guess it's a bit of a start, but it's not enough in my opinion.
I feel like it dismisses the underlying issue, and it's a step in the right direction, but it's not going to solve everything.
It might help a little bit, but really the grocery stores are making way too much money off of all of us, I feel.
I think it's nonsense. My grocery bills have gone up. I track them, and my grocery bills have gone up at least 25% over the last 12 months. So unless you're rebating me 25%, that's not helping me out. Maybe for those low-income people, I suppose, but I don't know who those people are.
No, I think just making it a little bit more livable for Canadians everywhere would be the benefit. I don't think a one-time payment or an occasional payment will help that. I mean, homelessness is on the rise. Everyone is struggling one way or another. I don't think that's the way out. I think that's just a quick fix for now to try to keep the people quiet.
I think any rebate available to those in need is important. Is there more to do? Obviously, people are struggling with their food security, so hopefully there is more yet to come.
I really don't know, truthfully. I don't have much of an answer on that. Perhaps anything will help, but it's, as long as it's targeted at the right people.
No, I don't. I think a 1% offset just isn't going to go very far. It's going to be a one-time thing. It's going to maybe help you in 1 month, but after that, where are you going to get the help?
Hey, a rebate is a rebate, right? So I'm for it, I guess.
Again, it sounds like it would, but I'd want to look at it. I mean, these programs often are more than just simply giving people money. There's bureaucracy, things like that. So I don't know. I'm skeptical about pointing to specific businesses and saying you're responsible for price increases rather than the fact that we spent the last 3 years printing money.
Not at all. It's really just like half a grocery trip for most people, like with a family of 4. That really doesn't even cover a grocery trip, which is not like the cost of inflation is just not worth $200, right? So I don't know. Personally, I don't think so.
I'm not really sure. I mean, all I can say is, as a pensioner, the price of groceries, no matter where you go, is absolutely disgraceful. It's diabolical through the roof. Somebody's making lots of money at the cost of ordinary, everyday working class consumers, and it's just not a good scene. So whether it, what it does to inflation one way or the other, I couldn't say, but I do think grocery prices are far too high.
Not sure. I think there might be better ways to keep costs down. I worry about the debt in Canada. I worry about what the government is taking care of and where their priorities are. I think mental health is a huge issue, and homelessness. And those are the people that are really going to feel the crunch with food. So I think maybe there would have been better places to help out.
Well, I guess it's a Band-Aid rather than a long-term solution. I think they should go after the grocery stores because there's usually kind of a gross in a box and each item is $1 more or more. And I think that's more than covering fuel costs and that for shipping the groceries here.
No, it'll definitely help the families off the start, but with most things, since you start giving out money, people start charging more, and it's a vicious cycle.
U.S. President Joe Biden had a lot of nice things to say about Canada during his trip here in March. It was the first official visit of a sitting U.S. president since 2016, and they had a lot of ground to cover. While Canada and the U.S. are longtime friends and allies, there are factors that have put strains on our relationship, and the previous Trump administration exposed much of that. The visit touched on topics important to both countries, like illegal immigration, the environment, trade, or defense. But do you feel the goodwill vibe might continue in the months and years to come? Our question.
Are you more optimistic about Canada-U.S. relations since President Biden's visit to Canada?
I'm optimistic because the visit happened. It's nice to see that those visits are happening, but as far as the exact details, it's hard to tell. It's early. Like, there's been a lot of back and forth. It's been a lot of change. It'd be nice to see the conversations open up about our resources, especially, and see that move forward.
I can't say for sure that they have improved. Maybe in some areas they have, but not for all Canadians. I don't think too many Indigenous people like myself would say that things have improved since Biden's arrival. I feel like a lot of people, maybe including myself, would say that it's more of a show than it is something that's actually changing things.
I think traditionally, regardless of who's there, they've got to give a little and take some from somewhere. Whether it was the previous president, saying "Buy America First," or whether we're going to be looked in the eye with a smile and perhaps have something else not work out so well. Not saying anything about it. It seems that it's a good thing for relations. He was supposed to come here first, I think, as tradition has it. The American president, the new one, comes to Canada. I'm not sure why that didn't happen. I look upon them as a friendly neighbor. I love going there. So I hope I have hope. Hope is the key here, I think.
Not really. I was happy to see that it went well, that it was quiet, and it looked like they were partners. So that's how I felt, that it was okay. There didn't seem to be any animosity there. That was my feeling.
I'm more optimistic about the relationships just post-Trump, not necessarily due to his most recent visit. So I don't really know what politics were discussed or what policies were discussed in this visit, but just in general, I'm more optimistic with a Biden administration than with a Trump administration.
I think that anytime there's a change in leadership, there's potential for new conversations and new opportunities and new ways to address issues.
It was good. It was nice to see him actually come out after a long time. But yeah, I am optimistic. I think that our relationship should be really tight, should be close, including trades.
What makes you optimistic with what you heard from the visit?
I think if we stick together, we go further. That's what I heard the most. So the friendship and the ties would make a difference.
Well, yeah. I mean, he came, right? So, I mean, that's a start. And you know, we've always had good relations with the United States, and I don't think it's ever going to, well, you can't say it's never going to change, but hopefully it'll never change.
Yeah, I think we've always managed to maintain a fairly healthy relationship, and I think Biden is the right person. And if I could comment briefly on Mr. Trump, I don't know if he would be the one to carry on the goodwill. Maybe he would, but I don't think so.
I'm always optimistic because I think our history goes back so far that even if it's damaged by certain policies, whether by pipeline or whatever, I think there's time to recover. I think there's still opportunities to fix relationships all the time. And the fact that he was here is a good sign.
No, not really. I mean, I feel pretty, it's always going to be the same kind of formalities, and I don't feel like his visit makes it any different politically.
I think we've always had a good relationship with the United States, but it also depends on who the president is. The last one didn't do a very good job. He alienated everybody.
I am. With Prime Minister Trudeau, he has a great standing relationship with Biden, with America in general. So I'm hoping that will continue forward and gradually improve.
Thanks for watching this episode of Outburst on CPAC. If you have any comments about this show or any other show, you can find us on social media. You can also find us on our website at www.cpac.ca. I'm Glenn McGuinness, and on behalf of my colleagues at the Cable Public Affairs Channel, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.